Centuries ago, people could look up into the night sky and clearly see the stars, planets, galaxies, and constellations. Humans relied on astronomy to tell months or seasons apart, and they used the stars for navigation. They had a connection to astronomy where they literally looked up for guidance. Today, only 20% of North American residents can see the Milky Way from their home. Light emitted from urban areas prevents humans from maintaining their connection with the stars. But this isn't the only consequence. Light pollution has pronounced effects on wildlife and the environment that aren't always considered. Metropolitan areas within the southwestern U.S. have significantly contributed to this issue. The environment surrounding Las Vegas, Nevada, one of the region's largest cities, is very familiar with these problems.
Because of our hot summer days, so many desert species, over half of the species found in the desert, are nocturnal. Some areas in which small rodents can live are living at levels of brightness that are just as luminous as a full moon night. So normally when these rodents or prey animals would only have 1 or maybe 3 nights around the full moon where they would avoid going out to forage at night, now they're living at that level of brightness all the time.
Las Vegas attracts over 40 million tourists every year. Many visit the Strip, a 4.2-mile stretch of land with numerous hotels, casinos, nightclubs, and limitless entertainment. It is the most ideal location for nonstop partying and nightlife, and this is all made possible because the lights stay on.
Las Vegas is light pollution. The glow from Las Vegas can be seen from a long ways away, but in reality, it's what Vegas is known for. It's known for the lights. It's known for the Strip.
While tourists shamelessly state, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," this phrase cannot be applied to the city's exceeding light pollution. Las Vegas's light dome can be spotted from hundreds of miles away in dark sky areas like the Grand Canyon and Death Valley. One of these lights includes the Luxor Skybeam, a 40 billion candle power light that shoots up into the sky. It has been on every night since 1993 and can be seen from over 250 miles away. This has caused unintended consequences for the environment.
It's famous for having night hawks, night jars, and bats and moths all trapped in the bright light emitting from the top of the Luxor. And, this bright light at night causes species to become disoriented. They'll become attracted to the light, and they'll get exhausted from flying around it over and over again.
While Las Vegas may prioritize attracting tourists over reducing light pollution, other cities in the Southwest have strived to limit their emissions, including Flagstaff, Arizona. This city is home to Lowell Observatory, where Pluto was discovered, and in 2001, the International Dark Sky Association recognized it as the world's first international dark sky city.
Flagstaff is absolutely the gold standard for how to light a city. More cities need to create lighting ordinances so that lighting doesn't get out of control, so we can put limits and say how we want to light our cities.
The Flagstaff city government has issued lighting ordinances and uses low sodium pressure lights to preserve dark skies.
And because of the way humans dark adapt, these older, warmer sodium lamps were not as harsh and bad for sky quality.
A study led by the Society of Light and Lighting in 2013 even showed that if cities followed the same suit as Flagstaff, they would see a dramatic reduction in light emissions.
Some of these light domes were reduced by 79 to 25% if they would just light themselves using the same rules and guidelines that Flagstaff does.
While this study provided promising results for effectively reducing light pollution, it is highly unlikely that a metropolis like Las Vegas will ever adhere to these standards.
Las Vegas as an oasis of light pollution is here to stay. I just don't think there's any reason for them to worry about it at this point. It's already been 50 years of concentrated light. It's a 24-hour town as it is, so you can't get around shift work or anything like that.
Since light pollution is such an easily overlooked issue, people will most likely only consider the economic aspects of limiting emissions.
You can actually get light where you want it and make it cheaper. And that's probably the best and easiest way to convince folks that we can do something about light pollution.
Although it is unlikely for people to take steps to reduce light emissions anytime soon, humans will still be held accountable for disrupting habitats and eradicating dark skies.
While humans do need light, and there is a place for light in the nighttime environment, and that's well understood, we could be way more responsible in how we choose to light our cities, our homes. And if we can just return dark skies to wildlife, we are essentially restoring habitat.